Welcome back to the Custom Carnage 2 here at the Comet Tail Raceway. As we got 8 cars joining us tonight, and what a group it's going to be, folks. Let's get right on to the racing action as you look at the highlights from last week's race. Now it's time to meet our cars competing tonight. Up first we got our 21st seed JB Stalker from Team DRT3K. It is Uther Sammy in the T-Bird, weighing in at 54.23 grams. Up next is our 27 seed Numbskull from Numbskull Racing. He'll be in his 2021 Audi RS e-tron GT, weighing in at 54.86 grams. Next up we have Mark from Grumpy Cloud Racing in the 2021 Pagani Zonda R. Comes in weighing at 53.18 grams. Here we have our returning champion Boondocks from MQH Racing in the 2003 Nissan Z, weighing in at 54.2 grams. Kicking us off tonight, up front's going to be Uther Sammy on the inside, Numbskull on the out. In the back row we'll have Mark on the inside and Boondocks on the out. Here we go, folks, with some custom Carnage team racing. And it's a tight group coming to that first set of straights. It's Uther Sammy out front, followed up by Numbskull. And looky there, you've got Mark and Boondocks really battling it out here. Coming down to that slingshot, they're still battling it out as Boondocks put a bit of a block in here on him. Coming down here to that Widowmaker run, it is going to be Uther, Numbskull, Boondocks, and then Mark. Nice bit of racing action we had here, folks, especially to kick off the show. Look at this. It is going to be Uther Sammy taking the lead, and he never looks back. Numbskull's right there with him in second place. But look at that battle there. Mark takes over third, and then Boondocks takes back over third. And this puts in a block and rides it all the way down that little slingshot there. And goes ahead and rides it out there for a nice third place finish. Uther Sammy taking lap number 1 as we all change positions here and get ready for lap number 2. We're back up at the top. And here we go. We are off. It is Numbskull out there, a little bit of a lead, followed up by Mark. It's a nice tight grip. Now you got a nice little bit of a lead there, riding Numbskull, followed up by Mark, Boondocks, and Uther. Look at that. They're all lined up in a single file line coming down here to the end. This is going to be a great race, folks. Coming down here to the end is going to be Numbskull, Mark, Boondocks, Uther. We've had some good, clean races here through our first 2 races. Getting ready for race number 3 here, folks, as Numbskull's got a slight advantage. But anything could happen. We're only at the midway point as it is. Mark out front, followed up by Boondocks. There, Boondocks taking over first place. Nice little pass right there. Coming out of that first set of turns. Now Boondocks has got everything tied up. Now we're all straightened back out. We're lined up once again, just like it was last race. Coming down here to the end, it is going to be Boondocks, Mark, Uther, and then Numbskull. Let's go up to the UFO cam and check it out here, folks, as it was Mark that took the lead out of the gate. But I'll tell you what, our returning champion didn't want no part of that. As coming out of that first set of turns, looky there, he takes over first place and gets right here to that Armageddon corner and just goes full sideways. Major block. Luckily, he was able to get it corrected, and everybody just lined up behind him. He went on down there to the end, and you see how it all played out with Boondocks taking it. Fourth and final lap here of the first heat, folks, and look at these points, 8, 9, 7, and 9. It is a tight group of points, and we are off, and it's a tight group of racing. Checking it out here, coming out of that first turns. It is going to be our returning champion, Boondocks, with a bit of a lead, but look at Numbskull battling it out there with Uther Sammy. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, Boondocks got all kinds of messed up, but he's got to straighten it out now. This is going to be a good close race coming down here to the end. It's going to be Boondocks. Uther putting in a block over Numbskull, and then Mark. Would you expect anything different from the Comet Hill? It is Boondocks moving on to round number 3 as we are going to have ourselves a race-off between Numbskull and Uther Sammy. Mark, I'm sorry you've been eliminated there from Grumpy Cloud. We hope to see you back again soon. To start us off, Uther Sammy's going to be on that inside lane as he did qualify in the higher seed. And we are off, and it's a neck-and-neck race coming into that first set of turns. Now Uther Sammy takes a bit of a lead, but Numbskull's not going to give up that easily. He's too much of a competitor. Looky here, folks, he's right on his tail. He's trying to make a move. Coming down here to that final stretch, he's just looking for an opening. No, it's going to be Uther Sammy taking lap number 1. Uther Sammy is up 1-0. Let's see what happens here. This best 2 out of 3 matchups. Now they've switched lanes. And we are off. It's a tight one right there, and it is Numbskull taking that lead coming out of that first set of turns. Numbskull's going to try to stretch that lead out there as they go down into that Armageddon corner. But the Uther Sammy's not giving up, folks. He's still right there in this thing, but no, it's going to be Numbskull. Third and final race here of this race-off. As we are all tied up one apiece, the winner moves on to round number 3, and we are off and racing. Ooh, Uther Sammy gets a little loose. That's going to allow Numbskull to take the lead. Can Uther Sammy catch up to him and move on to round number 3? Here we go down to that slingshot. It is Numbskull with a nice lead down here in the Widowmaker run. It is going to be Numbskull. As you can see, it is Numbskull. We'll be joining Boondocks on round number 2. Well, we meet our next 4 cars competing tonight, starting off with a purple prisoner. It is gonna be Sam Hall from DRT3K. Joining him will be Laro from 409 Diecast Racing in the 2021 Speed Trap, weighing in at 54.22 grams. And joining them from the Wooden Goose Racing, it will be Buford T in the 2021 Cadillac CT-RV. He comes in weighing 47.58 grams. And our final car joining us tonight will be Victor Fastlane from Fastlane Speed Shop. He'll be driving the Thunderbird Stalker, weighing in at 50.65 grams. Let's head up to the top and get this action going. Here we go, folks. Up front, we're going to have Sam Hall on the inside, Laro on the out. In the back row, we have Buford T on the inside, Victor Fastlane on the out. And we are off and racing. It is Laro out to a little bit of lead. Oh! Victor Fastlane gets pushed off the side on that first straight. He is out of here, folks. Laro's got the lead, followed up by Victor Fastlane. And then Buford T. We're coming down here to the end. It looks like that's how it's going to end up being. Yes, it's going to be Laro, Victor Fastlane, Buford T. Let's check out the UFO cam here and see if we can see what happened to Sam Hall. As they come down here, it's a good clean start coming out of here. Coming down that first straight. Oh, looky there. It is Laro that just takes him and pushes him up on the side and right off the track. It was Laro taking lap number 1 as he pushed Sam Hall off and stole the victory right there. But can he make it 2 in a row here, folks, as we are off. And he's in a battle right there with Buford T. But no, he takes that over that lead now. Coming in. Uh-oh. That's not good. Sam Hall's on the side. He's going to get 2 DNFs in a row. He is out of here again. Not good, folks. Coming down here to the end, it's going to be Laro, Victor Fastlane, Buford T again. Let's see if we can see what happened to Sam Hall this time, folks. As he fell behind early, coming out here that first set of turns. Look, he just veers down and goes over and just rides the rail. 2 DNFs in a row. This is going to be a long road ahead for Sam Hall to try to get himself back in this thing as he rode the rail right there on that killer straight, and that may have killed him. Race number 3, here we go, folks, as it looks like Laro has pretty much got himself a lock in there. And to get into that third round is 10 points is usually pretty good, indicates they're going to get in there. This time it's Victor Fastlane out to the front, and here comes Laro moving himself up into second place. He's blocking out everybody. Look at that, Victor Fastlane's way out there. Laro's still blocking Buford. I think he done took Sam Hall out of it again. It is going to be Victor and Laro, and then Buford. Man, folks, I feel bad for Sam Hall. He's having the worst luck tonight. This time he got caught up there between Buford and Victor battling it out, and he had nowhere to go. He just got up on the side once again, coming out of that Armageddon corner this time, and just got held up. I hope he can at least put in a good showing here in our 4th and final race of the night. Sorry, Sam Hall, that you're having such a bad night. Final race of the night here, folks, is Victor Fastlane. All he has to do is finish this race, and he'll be moving on with Laro into round number 3. We are off and racing. It is Victor Fastlane out to a bit of a lead. They're nice and bunched up here. Now you got Victor Fastlane putting in a block on everybody. That usually causes Sam Hall trouble. Here we go, folks, down to the end. Looks like all 4 cars are going to finish this time. Down here to the end, we're going to go. Oh, it's going to be Laro. No. Oh, I thought we were going to lose Sam Hall, but it's going to be Victor in second. I don't know who took third. We'll check out the UFO cam here, folks, as this is one of the best races of the night. As it was Victor Fastlane out to a lead. He's going to put a block right here on that killer straight, and that slows up everybody. And check this out as he rides it all the way here into that drifter straight. And then look at, you got Lara, who's having a heck of a great night, charging in there for a first place. That's where he's going to end up. But we're going to get here to the end. Look at this. It looked like Sam Hall was going to get pushed off the track as he manages to correct it and does cross the finish line for a third place finish. So it's going to be Laro, Victor, Sam Hall, and Buford T. What an impressive performance there by Laro. He'll be moving on to round number 3. Victor Fastlane will be right there with him. Unfortunately, Buford T and Sam Hall have been eliminated. Thanks for joining us, guys. We hope to see you back here again soon. Before we sign off, folks, one last look at who's moving on. It is going to be Laro and Victor Fastlane moving on. And Numbskull and Boondocks will be joining him in round number 3. Folks, we thank you all for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of Rick's Diecast Racing. We hope to see you back here as soon as possible, hopefully next week. Until next time, race fans, happy racing.